All right, YouTube. So as we know, in about 3 weeks exactly, college football 25 is coming out, and we all know a big part of these football games are abilities. And with that said, I'm going to be doing a deep dive right now, still under 10 minutes though, a rundown, a crash course, if you will, for the ability differences in this game. Now, there is a disclaimer because we don't know exactly specifics yet, but there is going to be an overarching difference from a philosophy point of view, which is very different in these two games. So the first big difference is there's going to be, X factors in Madden, but there's not going to be X factors in college football. That's very important to note when having strategies or complexities of the game. Now, however, even though X factors versus abilities, the differences, when to use one, the effectiveness, that can get a little bit like a chess match. Trust me, college football makes up for it because there are tiers in their ability. And there's also two different kinds of abilities. There's mental and physical. As seen right there on, I believe that's Hunter, right? The receiver and corner for Colorado, right? Travis Hunter, okay? So, like I said, guys, there is going to be a difference between these two things. So don't act like, oh, abilities are on college football too. Oh, crap, right? Now, if you hate abilities, period, and you think they dictate the game too much, I do agree. Now, my question is, on Dynasty mode, are they going to have an option where it's turned off? Now, I would recommend not having it turned off because I feel like they did put a lot of time into abilities and like the different tiers. There's over 80 abilities. If there's no X factors, you got to have it sold in abilities and all that stuff. I feel like that's what's going to make like a player getting a big, NIL deal or a player getting a big recruitment bonus is them having different abilities or different unlocking packages of their mental and physical abilities. Now, you can see right here what some of these things mean. So, mental versus physical, right? So, like, mental is all about your composure. It's all about, things like that in the game. And then whereas physical is more of your, like, knockout KO or, improved standard catches, whatever that means, right? Improved jump ball ability. So, 50-50 ball, he'll have a better chance, right? Double dip is going to be gold. You can see the rest right now are silver. Improved fatigue, improved diving catches, probably like acrobat on your corners for diving catches. Double dip, double move routes, which, oh wow, that's actually platinum. It says platinum route. Oh no, it says platinum requires 95 deep route, and he has 91 currently. So that gives it away for the franchise. So franchise / dynasty, you are able to probably progress these from bronze to silver to gold and then platinum just based on probably, attributes, right? Now, I think every player is going to get 5 abilities and, for physical and 3 mental as long as they can even have abilities. I'm sure there's some players who aren't even ranked, like Bowling Green, right? They are easily a bottom 10 team for Division I football out of the 130 colleges for D1 football in the game. So keep in mind that Bowling Green may only have 1 player with abilities, if anything. So, I doubt everyone has abilities because if it does in college football, that would make no sense because in Madden football, not everyone has abilities and there's less teams than college football does. So expect not everyone to have abilities and expect the players who do to be worth it in that sense because of how much they bring to the table. So whether it's Ultimate Team or, Dynasty Mode, whatever, understand that this tiered system, at least for Ultimate Team, it is going to bring out more of a cat and mouse chess match because if I have a player in Ultimate Team in December for the snow promo or the snowball promo, or whatever, right? Because they're not going to call it Zero Chill because that's Madden, right? They're going to make a different title, right? So for college football, for the Christmas promo or whatever, they're going to probably have like a 93 overall quarterback. And he may have field general gold. And that's what's going to make him better than the Thanksgiving card, right? Who had silver, right? So they can easily, because like, look, it's plain and simple. We all know if someone gets abilities versus no abilities. We all know it makes that player better, right? But, and that's more for franchise, right? For dynasty mode, whether you make a trade or you cut someone, you get a transfer, recruitment, getting players, getting rid of players. Who are you going to, do this, do that, right? It's obviously their ability packages. And, are they upgradable? Are they already a senior? Are they a freshman? Are they young? Can I develop him to then eventually get these gold and platinum abilities, right? All of that is pretty easy to kind of understand for a dynasty point of view. But for Ultimate Team, the question is, are these upgrades going to be worth it to take a quarterback who has workhorse, or not workhorse, a running back with downhill for broken tackles, right? And this is a physical ability, okay? This could be one of your 5 physical abilities, right? So, downhill, right? If I have a running back that has bronze versus silver versus gold, platinum, what makes it worth it to be like, yeah, I'll spend $500K more for gold versus silver, right? If their speed's about the same, because, in Madden football, it really comes down to not only do they even get the ability, but what's the ability discount, right? So is it 1 AP, 2 AP, 3 AP? Again, do they even get it? Madden Ultimate Team, everyone gets abilities. The problem is there's an AP limit. In college football, we do not know enough information yet to make that claim for the AP, the strategy, things like that. But again, over 80 abilities with some... Why is it not doing this? Over 80 abilities with literally subgroups, right? Divided into that, right? It is going to provide depth in the game. And I think, again, is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? We look at the Madden abilities, right? And we look at what matters, what doesn't matter, right? When I look at defense, I think about knockouts, right? Because even if you were open, I can have a defense, boom, I touch you, the ball knocks out. It's very overpowered. I don't agree with it. But that's why we see universal coverage and, pretty much all the knockouts, besides man knockouts because of how bad man was. But if man was good, trust me, they'd all be up here like, medium route KO, etc., right? So all that stuff is really up there, right? And then we have game changers who... These abilities are like, they're just game changers, right? Like, it's not a single thing that you're probably going to see at launch. It's going to be very rare and towards like January on. And that is film study and momentum shift, where I can literally turn off the X factors for my... Well, first of all, there are no X factors for college Ultimate Team, but you literally get what I'm saying, right? Like, these are... And then film study is I can see their play art, right? Those are things that are like, it literally changes the complexity of the entire game. I can see her plays. Awesome, right? Obviously, you want that, right? So, in terms of what's overpowered, what's not, obviously tackling is very important. Seeing their defense is very important for Omaha, right? That's kind of like the counter to film study, right? And all that stuff. Oh, you can see my defense. I can see your offense and vice versa, right? Hot routes are probably not going to be as important. So, backyard quarterback, master tactician, hot route master in general, these ones are not going to be as important because they supposedly hot routes are already customizable. So I can do a 30-yard curl route versus a 20-yard curl route versus I can put a corner route on someone without hot route master now, apparently. So if that is the case, hot route master did get nerfed for abilities. Of course, passing abilities are so important for velocity and all that stuff. I love this one. People think they can go without it. You need some kind of dropped interception one. So if there is one where it's like they will have reduction on their interception drops, trust me, you want your DBs to pick it off. We are so used to pick artists being on the field that it's just taken for granted now that every single pick chance is usually picked now. But trust me, you turn all those off, you're going to see drop picks. You're going to be very pissed off because after that drop pick, he's going to score on a slant. You're going to be like, dude, it should have been an interception for 80-yard touchdown. No, now he scored a touchdown, right? So, abilities, how I'm going to end it, right? Without making the video too boring and too long, whatever, still under 10 minutes this year, right? Like, there is going to be a difference between college football and Madden, definitely. But are abilities still going to dictate the game? Absolutely. No X factors in college football makes it a little interesting, right? But then there's still the subgroups. There's still other ideas of the game. And I really hope there are abilities on defense to counter RPOs because let's just face it, if RPOs are very overpowered in Madden, it's going to be on college football. Give me your thoughts on abilities. Peace.